Hello everybody, Richard Gaynor back at you again. This will be a video of some pickups and also a follow-up on my Atari Asteroids cab. As you've seen from my last video, monitor wasn't working on that. Found a TV repair shop in Lincoln and took the monitor into them. And they took a look at it really quick. Said, you know, it looks pretty simple to work on. Shot me a price of $26.75 estimate to fix it, so I gave them $26.75. Told me if it goes over that, they will obviously contact me. But I figure, you know, if I even have $100 in the monitor, you know, 130 bucks is what I'll have into that so far. It's definitely worth it to get the actual monitor and get it working right again. I don't know how they're going to fix it for 26 bucks, but if they say they can, great. While I was in Lincoln, I stopped at the Goodwill there, the electronic Goodwill, and picked up a few games. Nothing spectacular, but not too bad finds. Picked up Donkey Kong Jr. for the 7800. This will make the fourth game I have for the 7800. I only got 4 games for the 7800, that's nuts, but picked it up for, yeah, yesterday was, again, half price sticker day, so picked up for $2. Next one I picked up was Popeye. Again, $2 with the sleeve. I already have this one, but for, again, for $2, couldn't go wrong. Punch Out. And Super Tecmo Bowl. Didn't have Super Tecmo Bowl. Actually was looking for it. I wasn't willing to pay the outrageous prices. People wanting it on eBay, wanting around for it. So I, you know, I waited it out and found it at the Goodwill for $2. Next thing I've got, actually got this off eBay for right around $5. Bought it not working, like I buy almost everything I get on eBay not working. It was just a console, power supply, and RF adapter. They said this thing didn't work, no power to it. And again, that is another Sega Master System. And got this, and the first thing that, you know, I check when this is no power, maybe give you guys some hints here too, is the power adapter. The power adapter they sent me was an aftermarket. It's not made for the Sega Master System, but it is the correct voltage, so in theory it'll work. It's 9 volts, 1000 milliamp. I believe the Master System is 9 volt, 850 milliamp. So this being 1000 milliamp, all that means is this will take more of a draw from a device. So I checked the voltage. I had good voltage here. Plugged it in. I had nothing. Wouldn't power up. So I went to my excuse me. When I picked up out of my bin here an original Sega power adapter. Plugged it in, powered up. Which kind of made me start looking and figuring out what the heck's going on here. Investigating a little further, what I found out is on the Sega, the polarity on these are reversed. And I'll explain here in a minute what I mean. I guess the best way to probably do this is going to try to use a macro on this camera. But hopefully that works. When I say polarity, what I mean is on a normal power supply, your center conductor here is the hot or the positive. The outer here is either your negative or ground, whatever you want to call it. And on the Sega, that is reversed. This here is actually your positive, and the center here is actually your negative. So what I did is, you would think, just go get another power supply. No, that'd make it too easy. I actually took the power supply apart that they gave me with it, desoldered the leads from the board, flipped the leads around, resoldered them back to the board. Now I got correct polarity here, and it powers up. Works great. Well, it didn't work great, I should say, after I powered it up. First issue I ran into, took this thing apart. The inside of this was beyond filthy. I don't know how people can live that way, but I mean, this thing, there's no fans in it, so there's no reason to have as much dust in here, and dust balls and hairballs that was in this. It was ridiculous. I took it apart, blew it all out, actually scrubbed the outer case in soap and water, cleaned the board up with alcohol, and inside the slots here, and in the top slot and the card slot here, I mean, it was packed in with dust balls. So I took that, cleaned it all out. I took a credit card, 150 grit sandpaper, no, 150 grit, 400 grit sandpaper, and slid it in and out of the slot here several times, and put the card in it after I cleaned it up, powered on, played awesome. However, the front card slot didn't work. So I did the exact same thing, sandpaper, cleaned it out, put the card in, didn't work. Did that probably 6-7 times, and finally got the card slot to work. I think it was the Atari 7800 Junkie. Changed his name, I couldn't remember if it was Atari Junkie or Atari 7800 Junkie, but I believe he said on his Master System his front card slot wasn't working, so maybe that's something you could try, is just take a credit card, fold it over with some 400 grit fine sandpaper, and some alcohol, slide it in and out several times so you can get that cleaned up, and see if your card slot works. But anyway, I did that. This thing now works good. One thing I noticed was during when I boot up and during gameplay, you'd see a lot of static on the TV, and that was due to this I'm sure this RF. So what I did is I took this console and I modded it to the AV, you know, red, white, and yellow, and modded that. Now it works through that. Screen looks good. For some reason, somebody took that expansion slot, broke it out. I wish I actually had that cover for that, but I don't. Why somebody would go through that trouble, I don't know. Stuff people do at times. But anyway, got this one working. So I'm sure I will do like I did with the last one I did, as I popped it up on eBay and sold it. Maybe get these working consoles back out to the gaming community that way. Make a few bucks. You know, I don't try to make a killing on it. I mean, I've seen some of these on eBay where people bought it with the RF, or not with the RF, but with the AV, and they're trying to sell 150, 200 bucks for the consoles. I mean, that's nuts. You know, I'll probably sell it for, started off for like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, and see what I get off of it, bidding wise anyway. But anyway, guys, that was my quick video. Thanks for watching, and as always, post below, subscribe. Everybody have a great day.